not have just fallen flat on my face in front of a sold out Citizens Bank Park. We're going to Philly today, let's go! Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Zachary Gutherman. I'm a sports videographer for the Savannah Bananas, and today the Bananas are going to be playing in Citizens Bank Park, home of the Philadelphia Phillies. So I'm super excited for this game because I actually was born about 30 minutes from Philadelphia, lived there pretty much my entire life before moving to Savannah. So I am super excited for tonight's game. We got here about 2 days ago, flew in from Savannah, spent the night just, exploring Philly. We got hibachi, went to Wawa, did all that fun stuff. Yesterday we did some rehearsals in the stadium, and then this morning got a quick chest workout in along with some cardio before heading to the field for the game. So I'm super excited for this game. Like I said, grew up in Philadelphia, been a Phillies, Eagles, Flyers fan my entire life. So I'm super excited, and I have a couple relatives. My brothers will be at this game. My girlfriend Caitlin, who's helping us out this summer with some video stuff, she'll be here filming with us. So super excited for that. Her family's coming as well. So it's just gonna be a super fun day. And I just wanna bring you all along with me, kind of show you all behind the scenes of what it's like filming at a major league stadium, but more importantly, what it's like filming at a stadium that means so much to me at the beautiful Citizens Bank Park, home of the Phillies. So right now we're heading through the Hall of Fame Club to get to the press box. Per usual on these game days, I don't do much vlogging when we're filming, so we were just doing rehearsals and stuff, but I found a friend. It's Caitlin! Caitlin was here last year as a fan when we played at Citizens Bank Park, and now she's filming, crushing it. How you feeling? Oh yeah. They just let some fans in for the VIP meet and greet, so we're gonna head down to the field, get some stuff set up, and then get filming. Let's do it. Go Birds! So for the games this weekend, I'm going to be rocking the gimbal camera, which means I'll be the person filming all the walk-ups, special moments, special guests. Gonna be a lot of fun. Quick look at the camera rig we've got. We've got the Sony FX3 with a 24-105 on the camera, along with a DJI RS4, and we also have a transmitter so that the video board and the broadcast on ESPN can take my shots. So this is what we're gonna be rocking today. Gonna be fun. All right, everyone's inside. What's up? Woo! First day in Philly was a huge success. So much fun. It all happened really quickly, and I feel like in the moment it was kind of like go. You're running from Joey Chestnut to Shin Victor Reno to celebrations to walk-ups and all that stuff. But waking up this morning, just kind of looking back on it, pretty cool. It's stuff you would never imagine. Running around on the field at Citizens Bank Park. Here we are. And just like getting to film stuff. It's super fun, super cool. Highlight of the night was definitely Big Dom, just getting to see him walk up to the plate, getting to see him flush Super Bowl rings, see him a fist pump. Just insane. And then today, we have a day game today. The weather right now is absolutely beautiful. Nice overcast skies. I mean, the overcast is absolutely beautiful. I can just hope that it stays this overcast because that just looks so cinematic when you're doing day games. Or really anything in the daytime, just having an overcast look just creates so much more flattering lighting. You don't get those harsh shadows, it really gives a nice cinematic feel. So really couldn't ask for better weather right now, assuming things stay dry. I'm not staying dry though, I'm very wet, sweating, running around, but we have a lot of fun stuff today. I would argue today's script for like entertainment stuff is way more fun, and I'm sure the gameplay is going to be just as good, but it's really cool. It's really fun. I got to catch up with some relatives. My grandma was at the game. Caitlin and her family were there. Obviously Caitlin was working, but seeing her parents in the crowd, some aunts and uncles, my 2 little brothers. It was just all around a really cool, really fun experience. And yeah, it's just special. My little brother's coming to the game. I hope that they can see me out here running around doing my thing, chasing a dream I had to be a sports videographer, I guess. Seeing me out here doing it, I hope that motivates and inspires them to follow their dreams and chase their dreams. And then just to see Caitlin on the field running around doing her thing, getting cool shots She's really growing a lot as a person, as a videographer, you know, fresh out of college. You know, I'm super proud of her, seeing her just crush it, you know. So overall, just really good vibes. I'm feeling great. I'm going to go get changed, hopefully dry off before the game starts. It's about like 11:30-ish right now. Gates open at 1. And we're just gonna do it all again. But I think like the moral of this video, or story if you will, right now at least, is just like really soak in those big moments, you know, because it happens quick. Everything happens quick, you know. The game happened quick, the entertainment happened quick, but just really taking the time to reflect and be like, wow, like this is cool. And even just look like how far things have come. You know, I remember being like, you know, a few years ago, being the kid who didn't know what he wanted to do, where he wanted to go, feeling stuck in the situation I was in. And you know, it's just a testament to, if you put in the hard work, you can achieve pretty amazing things. But we got one more day of this. I'm excited to look through my footage from last night and just see what all was captured. There were definitely a few shots that I'm like, damn, these look cool, but I know that as I look through them, there's gonna be more that I do like, don't like, things like that. But I would say the coolest thing is just being here in Citizens Bank Park, taking it all in, just really seeing like, wow, this is something special to be a part of. And it's just really something I'm fortunate that I did put in all that work, you know, when I was that kid who didn't know what he wanted to do and was, you know, in a bad situation, you know, just to really come out and say, hey, I'm going to do this. It's pretty cool. But yeah, gonna go start getting ready for the game, probably get some food, change, and yeah, get out of all the sweat. But yeah, let's have another day. I love Philly. Philly is without a doubt the best sports town, and I'm very proud to say I am a Philadelphia sports fan, born here, and will be a Philadelphia sports fan for life. Let's do this, Philly. Let's do it, Philly! Game's about to start. Let's go! I may or may not have just fallen flat on my face in front of a sold-out Citizens Bank Park. Hey, sorry about that.
No, dude, that's the hardest thing to do ever.
Yeah.
You know how you guys do it anyway, like running backwards, so it's like...
Yeah. I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, all right, this is a pretty good pace. We're going pretty good. And then I got slightly lost for a split second as I was going around. So I'm like, I'm going to pick up time. And then I just down. Hey, we're good though. Hey, no one appreciate you. All right, so a few days have passed, so I figured might as well take some time to talk about my spill, my wipeout on the field at Citizens Bank Park. We are just down by the Delaware in Philly. We got the bridge right behind me. We finished the game on Sunday, spent yesterday, which was Monday, just hanging out with some family, hanging out with Caitlin's family, just kind of hanging out, having a good time because, you know, Philly, we're local. And today is Tuesday morning. We're about to hop on a bus to Baltimore for the next stop of the tour, but figured I'd talk a bit about the wipeout in Citizens Bank because, you know, it was a funny moment, probably gonna be what the title of this video is, and go from there. So originally that walk-up was supposed to take place on Saturday night, not Sunday, and it was supposed to be a Coach Rack walk-up, so Rack was gonna be the main guy doing the lip sync in the video, but he actually got hurt doing a backflip on CNN. He had to get stitches on his face. We don't want, you know, to make him have to do a hard lip sync when he's, you know, injured. He can't move his mouth. So we ended up switching the walk-up to become Sunday with Jackson. So Jackson had some time, a little extra time to learn the walk-up, learn the words, all that stuff. So we ended up doing EJ's A-OK walk-up that first day, which is really funny because if we would have done, you know, the running backwards from the outfield walk-up on Saturday, like it was originally supposed to happen, and, you know, it would have wiped out in front of all our friends and family that were there, which would have been really, really funny. So then on Sunday, it was Jackson's walk-up, and Jackson was scheduled to bat fifth in the second inning. So him and I started making our way to the outfield to get set up for the walk-up. Obviously, you want to be out there earlier. That way you're not rushed, out of breath. You're able to, you know, perform your best when it's time for the walk-up. So Jackie and I are making our way out there, and I just hear him yell, "Watch out!" And there's a ball whips right past me, like right behind me. I can feel it, like the wind of the ball whipping past me, because they had made an error on the field and the ball just went flying. So on the way to film the walk-up, almost got hit with the ball, almost interfered with the ball in play by complete accident, which is really funny just watching the replays of me just standing there. So Jackson and I end up making our way to the outfield. You know, we get there and we're all set up, ready to go, and the third out of the inning is recorded, which means Jackson has to go back into the field, and we are gonna do it next inning. So Jackie and I head back out. I told him to walk through the outfield, and I ended up getting a really, really sick shot of him just kind of walking through the field, kind of like a cinematic, heroic type of shot. So I'm actually really happy with that. That's honestly one of my favorite shots from the weekend. So Jackson goes out there, we keep filming, and then next half inning, make my way right back out there, and we get set up for the walk-up. So at this point, you know, we can see the sky. It's starting to get gray, starting to get cloudy. No rain yet though. Music goes, walk-up begins, and it's honestly a really simple walk-up. You know, it's just kind of a light jog from the outfield to the pitcher's mound. Then we do a 360 around the pitcher and then make our way to home plate. So it would have been really simple, really easy, and everything was going super smooth. You know, nice little jog down. Everything's going good until we get to the 360, which was where I messed up. So I was just going a little slower than Jackson was. So I was trying to speed up, if you will, to, you know, get in front of Jackson so I'd be in front of him when he starts walking towards home plate. And in the process of trying to speed up, that's when I just lost my footing and went down. And when I went down, I could very clearly hear the whole crowd go, "Ah!" So that was pretty crazy. Bounced right back up. I think watching the video back, it looks a lot worse than how it felt in the moment. In the moment, it was just kind of like, oh, I can feel myself going down, boom, and then pop back up. But in the video, it looks like, you know, you whack your head and stuff. Like I said, feeling okay now though. But yeah, went down and then, you know, get back up. You know, I just point the camera on him because I know I'm live on the board, on the broadcast, all that stuff. Obviously at that point though, the walk up is scrapped, and that's the story of the fall. But I think, like, you know, looking back on it, the biggest takeaway, if you will, is, you know, when things go wrong, you just get back up and keep going, you know, because there was still more to film, you know. At this point, we did have a rain delay slightly after that, but at this point, like, I know the game's not over yet. I still have more stuff to film, you know. So you rebalance your gimbal, make sure everything's plugged in and working, and then just get right back to it. And I knew especially I had to get right back into it because the gritty walk-up was happening a few innings later, you know, and it would have been really easy to be like, oh, I fell, like, I'm done, I'm hurt, blah, blah, blah. But you can't do that, you know. If you're in that moment where something doesn't go right, you just keep moving on and, you know, just give it your best shot on the next one. And that's exactly what happened with the gritty walk-up. You know, there was definitely a part of me that's like, oh, the stairs are wet because it's been raining, so I'm a little nervous. And in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, I've already fallen once. But, you know, you just got to remember, hey, you're here for a reason. You are, you know what you're doing. You've practiced. It's going to be all right. And then we went out and nailed the gritty walk-up. And yeah, that is pretty much the story of me completely falling out. And I think just to wrap up this vlog, you know, just the two big takeaways from the weekend, you know, keep going when things go wrong. You know, you can't control, you know, if you are going to wipe out on the field. You can't control if you're going to strike out in a game, but you can control how you react and how you respond to it, you know. Like I mentioned, it would have been really easy to just respond and be like, oh, you know, F this, I'm done. But that's not how the world works. You know, you got to respond, get right back up on your feet and give it your best. And that really ties into the message of my all-time favorite playing card, which is the 7 of clubs. This is a card I carry everywhere with me, and the message of the card is basically to stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself no matter what happens, no matter what anyone says, no matter whatever life throws at you. Stay true to yourself and things will work out. So that's takeaway number 1. And takeaway number 2, I love Philly, you know. Grew up in Philly, city of brotherly love, my all-time favorite place in the world for sports, for vibes. It's just, Philly's the best. I'm going to be back here, see some people, see some friends and family, spend the time with Caitlin. Just all around a really, really great trip, really great weekend. And, you know, yeah, maybe I had my big viral oops, you fall over moment, but all in all, I'm super happy. I had a super fun trip, and I appreciate you all for taking the time to watch this video. And that's a wrap on Citizens Bank Park. How was your weekend?
It was good. We got Phillies hats for free.
Oh yeah, rocking the Phillies hats.
Let's go Phillies!
Let's go Phillies!